Starting robotics can seem intimidating, but it's actually quite straightforward using ROS, from simple robots to industrial machinery used in the real world. For example, let's say we had some compiled C++ code. Normally, it would run on your PC's hardware just fine. But when we add ROS into the mix, it allows us to do many great things with robotics. So essentially, ROS is a middleware. It's like a system process that runs on your computer. ROS gives us the ability of nodes. And what nodes are, like they're basically microprocessors that run on your computer. Basically, allows you to do many things like allows you to use camera modules, sensors, motors, stuff like that. Allows your computer to understand what's going on in the environment. And it's pretty quick as well. Now, we don't need to use a PC. We could use a Raspberry Pi, which is more robotics friendly, right? And it would still work the same way. You'd have your nodes, which ROS will communicate with. So essentially, ROS is like a framework, I would say. Even though it stands for Robotics Operating System, it's more like a framework that runs on your computer and C++. Now, to get started, we'll need to install WSL, Windows Subsystems for Linux, using this command here. It basically allows us to run Linux on our Windows machine. It has the kernel and everything Linux runs on. Anyways, we're going to need WSL to install ROS. So just to double check, I'm going to open a PowerShell to check if the WSL is installed properly, and it is. Ubuntu. Now that we've installed WSL, which will typically take quite a bit of time, depending on your internet connection, etc., we're going to go to the ROS website to try and find a download for the ROS version we're going to be using. Now, there are different versions, but the version I'd mostly recommend is Jazzy Jalisco. It's the long-term supported version. I think supported till 2029, if I'm correct. Anyways, we're going to copy these commands, link in the description, by the way. Copy these commands and paste them into our PowerShell terminal, which is, make sure it's running the Linux, the operating Ubuntu, not the normal PowerShell. We'll paste it in and just let it run. Enter your password. And this will typically be the most patient part of this installation, like when we install ROS, which is a few commands below actually. But right now, we're just basically setting up our Linux terminal environment to be able to install ROS. You will need to copy and paste each command scrolling down from the website until you reach the actual ROS installation. I highly recommend you go with the full desktop version. Great. Now that we've installed ROS and Jazzy Jalisco, I'll show you some helpful tips to get started. First, in every terminal you open, you'll need to source the ROS environment using the command on the screen. It's every terminal you open using ROS. Next, this next command is what you run after you make some ROS code. Let's say you run call build. It basically builds in your code so you can run it using a ROS to run command, like when you get there. Next, this is a demo node that the ROS Foundation created and put in the optional builds, which you hopefully installed. And this basically is just a publisher node, which you hopefully will learn more into depth when you get into the subject of ROS 2 with Jazzy Jalisco. Once again, thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this and would like to see more of it in the future.